Okay, so now we can move on to the sprayer machine. So, how to effectively use the sprayer. Sprayer mists are beneficial in calming and hydrating the skin. The spray machine is part of the vacuum machine and is attached via a hose that is connected to a small plastic bottle with a spray nozzle. I want to stop here to clarify that there is a connection for spray, there's a connection for suction. There is also a hose for spray and a hose for suction. You want to make sure that your hose that you use for spray is always used for spray, and the hose you use for suction is always used for suction. Some machines will have a red and a black hose. Some machines will have transparent hoses or clear hoses. Where whatever you do, just make sure that the hose is consistently used for the same function every time. When to use a spray machine. This bottle with the spray nozzle can be filled with a fresh toner solution, a freshener solution, or a toner. Just logged in the Zoom call. Perfect. It can be used with a toner solution or a refresher. 1 part toner, 2 parts distilled water. You can use just distilled water. You can use toners and serums combined. You can use water and serums combined. It's really the sky is the limit as to what kind of solution you're going to create. Bear with me. I'm trying to get the next page. There we go. Perfect. You use this sprayer to gently mist the client's face after cleansing or other treatments such as massage. The sprayer is good to use, especially if you have irritated skin that is irritated after a service. You can use it on any part of the body, so it's nice for back facials. It's nice for vajacials if you have a client that's got some irritation, or if you do a exfoliation and you want to cool the skin down, maybe it's irritated, you can use a cool toner or cool water solution to actually push that hydration deeper into the skin. The effects of the spray machine affects the skin by adding moisture during or after a treatment and is used to calm and hydrate the skin. So, with that being said, it's really a beneficial device for anyone. There are a few contraindications, like using it on clients who have respiratory issues where the spray may cause a breathing irritation. You want to make sure you don't spray or drip into the client's eyes, ears, mouth, or run down their neck. Please use iPads for a safety precaution if using the mist extensively. So if you're going to be using it very close to the skin to push product deeply into the skin, or if you're going to be using it all over, then I would make sure that I'm covering the client's eyes just to make sure that you don't have to worry about product dripping or leaking into the eye, because especially if you're not just using water, distilled water. Do not leave toners or other liquids in the spray bottle for extended periods of time or overnight. This may cause the plastic to break down. So you should be applying the solution into the product, into the bottles, using it for the day or using it for that client, and then replacing it, leaving the bottle dry and empty at the end of each shift. What I would do if I was going to do facials and I was going to consistently use my sprayer machine, I would get water, like I would get bottles that I can hold the liquid in, and I would make custom mixes. So distilled water, toner and distilled water, serum, hyaluronic acid and distilled water, um, a toner that's good for hydration, and a toner that's better for acne. And I would label each one of the bottles with the solution, mix the solution at the beginning of a day or at the beginning of a shift or week. And then as I need it for the client, fill the bottle. At the end of that person, put the product back into the other bottle, because there's no suction, it's not going to cross contaminate. That way you're not wasting excess product, but you're also not risking leaving it overnight and breaking down your bottles. Do not use the spray machine in a room that is not well ventilated. You just want to make sure that it's safe to use it like any other device. Safety and maintenance for the spray machine. Here are some general guidelines for the spray machine. After use, clean the spray bottles, cords, and machine with disinfectants and follow the cleaning directions supplied by the manufacturer. Make sure to flush with distilled water regularly. There are no filters for this because the water is coming out, nothing's being suctioned in. And then mineral buildup in the nozzle of the sprayer should be cleaned monthly or more often. If you're running distilled water or even distilled water and alcohol through the solution at the end of each day or at the end of each week, you are really unlikely to have any issues with it clogging. If it's clogging, it's more than likely a misuse. This is a very simple and easy machine to use and to maintain. So for the step-by-steps of using the sprayer, again, this is one of those things that you can use when appropriate for your client anytime you're trying to add hydration or calm or soothe the skin. So the product you use is going to be dependent on the solution that you're trying to, accomplish. But essentially what I would do every time I'm going to use it is cover the client's eyes, prepare the sprayer, test the sprayer away from the client's skin so you can spray it onto like the back of your hand or something like that. It's not making contact with your hand or your skin, you're just covering the nozzle and the spray will release. And then once it's an appropriate temperature for the solution that's in there, you are going to move 8 to 12 inches from the client's face and begin the spray, moving closer depending upon what your goals are and what you're actually spraying into the skin. I would do 30 seconds up to 2 minutes, depending on the client, depending on what it is you're trying to accomplish. Or if you don't want to base it on time, you can base it on saturation. Remember, with skin that is properly hydrated, product will typically sit on the surface of the skin. So when using the sprayer machine, you can apply and spray the solution. And then once you notice the product is actually sitting on the top of the skin and not easily absorbed anymore, then from there, you can go ahead and turn the machine, pull it away from the client, turn the machine off, and then you're good to go. So before I end this one, does anybody have any questions on the sprayer? Perfect. I'm going to pause that here.